Historically, I've not been the biggest fan of Elon Musk, but recently I accidentally bought a Tesla Model Y Performance Edition, and I might have to change my opinion. I've watched from the sidelines as over time, Tesla has proven that they can make a better automobile. Teslas have the highest safety ratings. Their 0 to 60 times are better than any other cars in their classes, and their technology is light years ahead of the competition. Did you see that? See how I use light years? Because, like, I don't know, I'm cool. Some of this is due to just electric cars in general, but Tesla has done a really good job of hammering the competition in every aspect they possibly can. And if you've been following their stock, apparently everybody sees that, and the stock has skyrocketed over time. So if you never thought about buying a Tesla, I'll tell you this, just the car buying experience alone is worth considering a Tesla over a different vehicle. When you buy a Tesla, you start by reserving the car on their website. You spec everything out. The whole process takes like maybe 10 minutes. Once you reserve your car and put down the deposit, they give you an estimated delivery date. If there's any changes to your delivery date, like in my case, I had a 2-day delay, they sent me a text and they said your car is going to be delayed by 2 days. It really wasn't a big deal. But when your car is finally ready, they send you a text letting you know your car is ready, and then you can come pick it up. Instead of going to a dealership and dealing with salespeople and sitting in a dealership all day trying to deal with the whole process, you've already done everything in the app beforehand. If you're going to finance the car, you set that up. You apply for financing through Tesla. It's about 2%, 2.5% for financing. You do that through the app beforehand. You get pre-approved before your delivery date. You upload your insurance showing that you've added the car to your insurance policy in the app. Everything is done. So when it's finally time to take delivery, you don't go to a dealership and deal with somebody all day. You go to basically a parking lot that Tesla has designated. There's no dealership there, there's nobody there, and you drive around the parking lot until you find the car that has your name on it, and then you use the app to unlock your car. You get in the car, you drive off, and you're done. That's it. That's the whole thing. That alone is worth buying a Tesla. I mean, no sleazy salespeople, no BS, no like undercoating or upsell at the end, none of that. No sitting in finance and they're talking about extended warranties, none of that stuff. Here's my car, I found my car, I'm in it, the keys are in it, I'm gone. Guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Travis Davis, and I made this channel to share my expertise and experience as a serial entrepreneur and investor. I've made millions of dollars investing in startups, small businesses, real estate, and the stock market. And hopefully I can help inspire you to make an investment or start a business and raise your quality of life. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing or sharing it with a friend. So how does somebody accidentally buy a car? Well, it starts with you, the viewer. As a YouTube creator, I'm always looking for content, ways that I can show my audience that there's businesses out there that just haven't been started yet, or that there's side hustles or small things you can do from time to time to make some extra money. So I had been tracking the supply shortages and everything going on in the economy, and what I kept coming back to was these Tesla cars. It looked to me like they were about to have a very long waiting list for a new car. So I went and I put 3 reservations on brand new Tesla cars. The whole investment thesis behind it was if I could get in front of everybody else, or at least in front of a lot of people, when I got my car, I could turn around and mark it up maybe $10,000, maybe $15,000, and just list it for sale. And people that didn't want to wait a year to get their car would just buy mine. This is happening now. This wasn't something I came up with independently. I had seen other people doing this. If you get on the Facebook Marketplace or Carvana or some of these sites that people sell cars, you'll see Teslas, and a Tesla that might be last year's model is selling for as much or more than the 22 models because you can get it right now. So if I had a 22 model, I should be able to sell that for at least $10,000 more than what I bought it for. The other piece of this is that at the time they were talking about re-upping the tax credit, and that I might be able to get as much as $8,000 for a tax credit on this car. Now, people have been doing this ever since the tax credit started. You buy a Tesla, you get the tax credit, you resell the Tesla for higher than you paid for it, you recoup the tax credit, and you get the upside of maybe up to $10,000 that you mark the car up, right? So potentially, I could make $10, $15, $18,000, maybe $20,000 per car. And like I said, I reserved 3 of them. But as things started to get closer and time went on, it became apparent that Biden's new bill wasn't going to include an $8,000 tax credit for me. It's still up in the air whether it's even going to get passed at all, and it's not looking good. So that cut my margin in half. So now I stood to only make maybe $10,000 on this car. I kept dragging my feet, trying to make a decision whether I wanted to cancel my order or just go ahead and go through the order and resell it. And it started to creep into my head that maybe I should go through with the order and just keep the car. I mean, it's a cool car. Why not? I've had a really good year. I made a lot of money this year. Why not buy a car? Like, that would be fun. And it actually came down to the time of delivery, and I couldn't make up my mind, and I had been dragging my feet, and I got notified that it was time to take delivery of my car, and that's how I accidentally bought a Tesla. I've had the car now a couple of weeks, and I will say it's a lot of fun to drive. It's a cool car. You get this kind of spaceship feel to it with the instant torque and the iPad display in the front, and all the little cool things that it does. The autopilot, where it kind of stays in your lane and basically drives itself, is really neat. I've added full self-driving at this point, but I haven't actually been added to the beta testers yet, so I haven't experienced that. But I will say it's a really cool car. For $65,000, I mean, it's a little lackluster in some areas. I've had some really nice cars in my day, and what the Tesla is lacking in creature comforts and things, it does make up for in technology, but something like a really comfortable seat would be nice, right? A garage door opener would be nice. A place to be able to put your sunglasses would be nice. But you get over that stuff pretty quick. Now, I said at the beginning of the video that I wasn't always the biggest fan of Elon Musk. Now, why is that? Because every now and then he commits huge acts of fraud. I'm not going to go down the whole list of everything he's ever done, but if you want to look more into it, Google things like Solar City bailout, fake go private deal. And more recently, you could look at the fact that he put a plan in place to sell stock, and then everybody on the Tesla board dumped hundreds of millions and billions of dollars in stock before he announced it to the public. It's pretty apparent, though, that Elon Musk is above the law. All Elon Musk's shenanigans aside, I think the car is really cool. I've enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna keep it, but I'm still thinking about flipping it. I'm not 100% there. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Should I flip the car and try to make 10 grand, or should I keep the car? Guys, if you like these videos, I'm gonna put a video up right here. This is 5 tips that are gonna help you be more successful, and I'll see you in the next video.